everyone, and welcome to Story Time with Liz and...
Oh, me, Chuckles!
We hope you're very well. Are you well today, Chuckles?
I'm very well. I'm very, very, very well. Yes, very well. What have we got on today, Mum?
Okay, today we've got a compilation of videos.
Compilation of videos?
Yeah.
Oh, when did the film start?
How about now?
No, yeah!
Let's go! Today we're going to be reading this beautiful book. And this book is called A Squash and a Squeeze, and it's by Julia Donaldson and Axel Scheffler. But first, let's head over to the blurb to find out what the book is about. Come on. Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze. Shall we read the story? Come on then. A Squash and a Squeeze. A little old lady lived all by herself, with a table and chairs and a jug on a shelf. A wise old man heard her grumble and grouse. There's not enough room in my house. Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze. Take in your hen, said the wise old man. Take in my hen, what a curious plan. Well, the hen laid an egg on the fireside rug and flapped round the room, knocking over a jug. The little old lady cried, what shall I do? It was pokey for one and it's tiny for two. My nose has a tickle and there's no room to sneeze. My house is a squash and a squeeze. And she said, wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze. Take in your goat, said the wise old man. Take in my goat, what a curious plan. Well, the goat chewed the curtains and trod on the egg, then sat down to nibble the table leg. The little old lady cried, glory be. It was tiny for two and it's titchy for three. The hen pecks the goat and the goat's got fleas. My house is a squash and a squeeze. And she said, wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze. Take in your pig, said the wise old man. Take in my pig, what a curious plan. So she took in her pig, who kept chasing the hen, and raiding the larder again and again. The little old lady cried, stop, I implore. It was titchy for three and it's teeny for four. Even the pig in the larder agrees. My house is a squash and a squeeze. And she said, wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze. Take in your cow, said the wise old man. Take in my cow, what a curious plan. Well, the cow took one look and charged straight at the pig, then jumped on the table and tapped out a jig. The little old lady cried, heavens alive! It was teeny for four and it's weeny for five. I'm tearing my hair out, I'm down on my knees. My house is a squash and a squeeze. And she said, wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze. Take them all out, said the wise old man, but then I'll be back where I first began. So she opened the window and out flew the hen. That's better, at last I can sneeze again. She shooed out the goat and she shoved out the pig. My house is beginning to feel pretty big. She huffed and she puffed and she pushed out the cow. Just look at my house, it's enormous now. Thank you, old man, for the work you have done. It was weeny for five, it's gigantic for one. There's no need to grumble and there's no need to grouse. There's plenty of room in my house. And now she's full of frolics and fiddle-dee-dees. It isn't a squash and it isn't a squeeze. Yes, she's full of frolics and fiddle-dee-dees. It isn't a squash or a squeeze. The end. Oh, I love that story, boys and girls. Did you enjoy that?
I really enjoyed it. It was awesome. I think I really do laugh at those ones.
Well, without further ado, should we move on to the next one?
Oh, definitely. Here we go. Here we go.
Let's go. Today, we're going to be reading this book. And this book's called Cave Baby by Julia Donaldson. But first, let's head over to the blurb to find out what the book is about. Come on. A big hairy mammoth takes a cheeky little baby on a thrilling moonlit journey. But where are they going? And what is it to do with the baby's scribblings on the cave wall? Should we have a read? Come on then. Cave Baby. Cave Baby's lucky. He lives inside a cave with his mum, who's good at painting, and his dad, who's very brave. And a saber-toothed tiger, a hyena and a hare, and a grey woolly mammoth, and a big brown bear. Cave Baby's lonely. Nobody will play. Dad is busy being brave. Mum says keep away. Everything is boring. Then suddenly it's not. For in the corner of a cave, he finds a brush and a pot. Spots on the hyena, stripes on the hare, stars on the tiger, squiggles on the bear, zigzags on the mammoth. This is lots of fun. But Mum and Dad are furious and say, look what he's done. Cave Mum fetches water, she mutters and she wipes. No more spots and squiggles, no more stars and stripes. Cave Dad wags his finger. If you don't take care, a mammoth's going to throw you to the big brown bear. Cave Baby's restless, he's feeling wide awake. A long grey trunk comes sneaking in all wiggly like a snake. Where are you taking me? Where? Tell me where. Are you going to throw me to the big brown bear? Stripes in the forest, a tiger's lurking there. Don't throw me to the tiger or the big brown bear. Crashing in the bushes, a hare is leaping there. Maybe he's escaping from the big brown bear. A cackle in the bracken. A hyena's laughing there. Has he heard a joke about the big brown bear? A cave in the hillside. I wonder who lives there. I hope it's not. Don't let it be the big brown bear. The cave is bright with moonlight. The walls are plain and bare. Snoring in the shadows. Someone's sleeping there. Cave Baby's worried. He doesn't understand. Until the woolly mammoth pops a paintbrush in his hand. A five-legged tiger. A long curly hair. Horns on a hyena. A beard on a bear. A moustache on a mammoth. This is lots of fun. Then the mammoth wakes his family and says, look what he's done. And they rollick and they frolic, they trumpet and they crash. They wade into water, they roll and romp and splash.
Goodbye.
They shake the baby by the hand, then lift their trunks and wave, as the mammoth picks him up again and takes him to his cave. Cave Baby's happy. He's fast asleep in bed. He dreams about a tiger with stripes of pink and red, and a grass-green hyena, and a sky-blue hare, and a moon-yellow mammoth, and a small brown bear. The end. Well, did you enjoy that, boys and girls?
I bet they did. I enjoyed it.
I certainly enjoyed it too. Shall we move on to the next one?
Oh, definitely. Next one. Here we go.
Today, we're going to be reading this amazing book called Monkey Puzzle by Julia Donaldson. But first, let's take a look and see what the book is about. I've lost my mum. Hush, little monkey, don't you cry. I'll help you find her, said Butterfly. But somehow, Butterfly keeps getting it wrong. Will Monkey ever find his mum? Let's take a look. I've lost my mum. Hush, little monkey, don't you cry. I'll help you find her, said Butterfly. Let's have a think. How big is she? She's big, said Monkey. Bigger than me. Bigger than you? Then I've seen your mum. Come, little monkey, come, come, come. No, 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 that's an elephant. My mum isn't a great grey hunk. She hasn't got tusks or a curly trunk. She doesn't have great thick baggy knees. And anyway, her tail coils round trees. She coils round trees, then she's very near. Quick, little monkey, she's over here. No, 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 that's a snake. Mum doesn't look a bit like this. She doesn't slither about and hiss. She doesn't curl around a nest of eggs. And anyway, my mum's got more legs. It's legs we're looking for now, you say? I know where she is then. Come this way. No, 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 that's a spider. Mum isn't black and hairy and fat. She's not got so many legs as that. She'd rather eat fruit than swallow a fly. And she lives in the treetops way up high. She lives in the trees? You should have said. Your mummy's hiding above your head. No, 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 that's a parrot. Mum's got a nose and not a beak. She doesn't squawk and squabble and shriek. She doesn't have claws or feathery wings. And anyway, my mum leaps and springs. Aha! I've got it. She leaps about. She's just round the corner without a doubt. No, 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 that's a frog. Butterfly, butterfly, please don't joke. Mum's not green and she doesn't croak. She's not all slimy. Oh dear, what a muddle. She's brown and furry and nice to cuddle. Brown fur? Why didn't you tell me so? We'll find her in no time. Off we go. No, 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 that's a bat. Why do you keep getting it wrong? Mum doesn't sleep the whole day long. I told you, she's got no wings at all. And anyway, she's not nearly so small. Your mum's not little. Now let me think. She's down by the river having a drink. No, 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 that's the elephant again. Butterfly, butterfly, can't you see? None of these creatures look like me. You never told me she looked like you. Of course I didn't. I thought you knew. I didn't know. I couldn't. You see? None of my babies look like me. So she looks like you. Well, if that's the case, you'll soon discover her hiding place. No, 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 that's my dad. Come, little monkey, come, come, come. It's time I took you home to Mum.
Hooray!
Oh, I love that story, boys and girls. Did you enjoy that?
I really enjoyed it. It was awesome. I think I really do laugh at those ones.
Well, without further ado, should we move on to the next one?
Oh, definitely. Here we go. Here we go.
Let's go. We're going to be reading this book. And this book is called What the Ladybird Heard, and it's by Julia Donaldson and Lydia Binx. But first, let's head over to the blurb to find out what the book is about. Come on. Two crafty robbers, one tiny ladybird, and a whole farmyard of fun. Hefty Hugh and Lanky Len have a cunning plan to steal the farmer's fine prize cow, but they reckon without the tiniest, quietest creature of all, she has a plan of her own. Shall we read the story? Come on then. What the Ladybird Heard. Once upon a farm lived a fat red hen, a duck in a pond and a goose in a pen, a woolly sheep and a hairy hog, a handsome horse and a dainty dog, a cat that meowed and a cat that purred, a fine prize cow and a ladybird. And the cow said, moo, and the hen said, quack, quack. Hiss, said the goose, and quack, said the duck. Nay, said the horse, oink, said the hog, bah, said the sheep, and woof, said the dog. One cat meowed, while the other one purred. And the ladybird said never a word. But the ladybird saw, and the ladybird heard. She saw two men in a big black van with a map and a key and a cunning plan. And she heard them whisper, "This is how we're going to steal the fine prize cow. Open the gate at the dead of night, pass the horse and then turn right. Round the duck pond, past the hog, be careful not to wake the dog. Left past the sheep, then straight ahead, and in through the door of the prize cow's shed." And the little spotty ladybird, who never before had said a word, told the animals this is how two thieves are planning to steal the cow. They'll open the gate at the dead of night, pass the horse and then turn right. Round the duck pond, past the hog, being careful not to wake the dog. Left past the sheep, then straight ahead, and in through the door of the prize cow's shed. And the cow said, moo, and the hen said, quack. Hiss, said the goose, and quack, said the duck. Nay, said the horse. Oink, said the hog. Bah, said the sheep, and woof, said the dog. And both the cats began to meow. We can't let them steal the fine prize cow. But the ladybird had a good idea, and she whispered it into each animal's ear. At the dead of night, the two bad men, Hefty Hugh and Lanky Len, opened the gate while the farmer slept, and tiptoed into the farm they crept. Then the goose said, "Nay," with all her might, and Len said, "That's the horse, turn right." And the dainty dog began to quack. "The duck," said Hugh, "we're on the right track." "Oink," said the cats, "there goes the hog. Be careful not to wake the dog." "Bah, bah, bah," said the fat red hen. "The sheep, we're nearly there," said Len. Then the duck on the pond said, "Moo, moo, moo." "Two more steps to go," said Hugh. And they both stepped into the duck pond. Splosh! And the farmer woke and said, "Golly gosh!" And he called the cocks and they came, "Nina!" And they threw the thieves in their panda car. Then the cow said, "Moo," and the hen said, "Cluck." "Hiss," said the goose, and "Quack," said the duck. "Nay," said the horse. "Oink," said the hog. Bah, said the sheep. Woof, said the dog. And the farmer cheered, and both cats purred. But the ladybird said never a word. The end. Well, did you enjoy that, boys and girls?
I bet they did. I enjoyed it.
I certainly enjoyed it too. Shall we move on to the next one?
Oh, definitely. Next one. Here we go.
Hey, we're going to be reading this book. And this book is called Room on the Broom. And it's by Julia Donaldson. But first, let's head over to the blurb to find out what the book is about. Come on. The witch had a cat, and a very tall hat, and long ginger hair which she wore in a plait. How the cat purred, and how the witch grinned, as they sat on their broomstick and flew through the wind. Let's have a read of the story. Come on. Room on the Broom. The witch had a cat, and a very tall hat, and long ginger hair which she wore in a plait. How the cat purred, and how the witch grinned, as they sat on their broomstick and flew through the wind. But how the witch wailed, and how the cat spat, when the wind blew so wildly, it blew off her hat. Down! Cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the hat, but no hat could be found. Then out of the bushes, on thundering paws, there bounded a dog with a hat in his jaws. He dropped it politely, then eagerly said, as the witch pulled the hat firmly down on her head, "I am a dog, as keen as can be. Is there room on the broom for a dog like me?" "Yes," cried the witch, and the dog clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick and whoosh, they were gone. Over the fields and the forests they flew. The dog wagged his tail and the stormy wind blew. The witch laughed aloud and held on to her hat, but away blew the bow from her long ginger plait. "Down!" cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the bow, but no bow could be found. Then out from a tree, with a ear splittering shriek, there flapped a green bird with a bow in her beak. She dropped it politely and bent her head low, then said as the witch tied her plait in a bow, "I am a bird, squawk, as green as can be. Is there room on the broom, walk, for a bird like me, squawk?" "Yes," cried the witch. So the bird fluttered on. The witch tapped the broomstick and whoosh, they were gone. Over the reeds and the rivers they flew. The bird shrieked with glee and the stormy wind blew. They shot through the sky to the back of beyond. The witch clutched her bow but let go of her wand. "Down!" cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the wand, but no wand could be found. Then all of a sudden, from out of a pond, leapt a dripping wet frog with a dripping wet wand. He dropped it politely, then said with a croak, as the witch dried the wand on the fold of her cloak, "I am a frog, ribbit, as clean as can be, ribbit. Is there room on the broom for a frog like me, ribbit?" "Yes," said the witch. So the frog bounded on. The witch tapped the broomstick and whoosh, they were gone. Over the moors and the mountains they flew. The frog jumped for joy and the broom snapped in two. Down fell the cat and the dog and the frog. Down they went tumbling into a bog. The witch's half broomstick flew into a cloud, and the witch heard a roar that was scary and loud.
I am a dragon, as mean as can be, and I'm planning to have witch and chips from my tea.
No! Cried the witch, flying higher and higher. The dragon flew after her, breathing out fire. Help! Cried the witch, flying down to the ground. She looked all around, but no help could be found. The dragon drew nearer and, licking his lips, said,
Maybe this once I'll have witch without chips.
But just as he planned to begin on his feast, out of the ditch rose a horrible beast. It was tall, dark, sticky, and feathered and furred. It had 4 frightful heads, it had wings like a bird. And its terrible voice, when it started to speak, was a yowl and a growl and a croak and a shriek. It dripped and it squelched as it strode from the ditch, and it said to the dragon, Buzz off, that's my witch.
No!
The dragon drew back and he started to shake. I'm sorry, he spluttered. I made a mistake. It's nice to have met you, but now I must fly. And he spread out his wings and was off through the sky.
Hooray!
And down flew the bird, and down jumped the frog. Down climbed the cat, and phew, said the dog. And thank you, oh thank you, the grateful witch cried. Without you, I'd be in that dragon's insides. Then she filled up the cauldron and said with a grin, Find something, everyone, throw something in. So the frog found a lily, the cat found a comb, the bird found a twig, and the dog found a bone. They threw them all in, and the witch stirred them well. And while she was stirring, she muttered a spell. Iggity, ziggity, zaggity, zoom! Then out rose a truly magnificent broom, with seats for the witch and the cat and the dog, a nest for the bird, and a shower for the frog.
Hooray!
Yes, cried the witch, and they all clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Well, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed that. Did you enjoy that, Chuckles?
Oh, I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that.
Oh, it was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And that's all we've got time for today.
Wait,
now.
what? No!
Yeah,
That's what we got time for.
yeah.
They're all over.
We'll come back next time.
Oh, there's going to be more.
Of course.
With me.
Yeah,
Chuckle.
yeah.
All Chuckles all you as well.
Both of us.
Okay. Okay. So what can we do between now and then?
Well, between now and then, you can stay tuned to find out how you can help.
Oh, that sounds great. Bye, bye.
Hello everyone! If you enjoyed that book and you would like to purchase yourself a copy, the links will be in the descriptions below, along with all my socials. And if you would like your book read on my show, that's where you'll find all the information to contact me. Thanks guys, bye! Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you'd like to see more of my content, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks guys!